Congratulations, you made it to level 3. This is actually where the fun begins because now it's more of a puzzle. It's not just the same kind of problem over and over again. So now you have a table of values and you do not have immediately the slope, nor do you have the y-intercept. So you have to figure out what would be the best way to proceed. So for example, let's say we have -1, x equals -3, y equals -1, 1 and 3, 5 and 7. And we know it's a line. So let's see for however much I run, because this is my x, how much I rise each time. So to move from -3 to 1 is a run of +4. To move from -1 to 3 is also a run of +4. Let's just make sure the pattern works. There's a 4 difference here, 4 difference here. So it looks like my slope is +4 over +4, which is 1. Okay, that's good. Now we have to figure out the y-intercept. Well, if the slope is 1, that's helpful because let's find our point on x that's closest to x equals 0. So we know when x is 1, y is 3. So we can even draw that. When x is 1, y is 3. If my slope is +1, that means I had to go up 1 over 1 to get there. So let's imagine I just go backwards. I'm going to go left 1, down 1. And it looks like my intercept b is 2. And again, I can just imagine if I move backwards by 1, I can move backwards by 1 on the y as well because my slope is 1. So my answer is going to be x plus 2. And that's all there is to it. But each one is going to be very different. So let's do another one. Okay, this one's interesting because the pattern is not increasing, but it's actually decreasing. How do we know that? Well, as the x values are going up, y values are becoming negative. So we should expect this one has a negative slope. Okay, let's find it. All we need really are 2 points, and we're going to figure out the slope from these 2 points. So to go from -2 to 2 is a movement of +4. To go from 3 to -5 is a movement of -8. So my rise over run is -8 over 4, which is -2. Okay, what is x equals 0 going to give me? Well, I could imagine that x equals 0 is halfway between -2 and 2. So if I'm really clever, I could just take the average of these y values here. But let's say you didn't know that. You could just, oh, what happened? There we go. You could just go from either x equals 2 right here. You could take this point and then apply the fact that a slope of -2 means -2 over 1 and say, okay, I'm going to go backwards 1, which means I'm going to go forwards by 2 on y. See if that makes sense. So it makes more sense if we just graphed it. When x is -2, y is 1, 2, 3. When x is +2, y is -1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. My slope is -2. So, and it's going to be falling downwards. So at -1, I'm going to move down 2 over 1. And I'm at -1, 1. At 0, I move down 2 over 1. So right here is going to be my y-intercept, here at -1. So my equation will be y equals my slope, -2 times x minus 1. Let's make sure Delta Math likes that. Okay, like that. All right, have fun on this one because it's a little more creative. Good luck.